Okay, we are live, coming back from break in just a minute. There's our stack sizes. Greg Brewer way up at top, 546,000 chips. Vin with the full double to knockout Mo, the last hand of the level 15 minutes ago. He's got 432. Donald Thurman down at the bottom with 5 big blinds left. He's got 33K. They're deep in the money now. Do you know how many people are left,
I don't off the top of my head, but we can maybe look and
Let's
see.
jump on that Bravo app real quick and check it out. There's
I
Bobby
think
in the
it tells
box.
remaining players. Classic. It appears to be 34 players remaining.
That sounds right.
Right, if
That
it's
sounds
50
right.
something at the money, so yeah,
I know my
about 34 remaining. So there is a, what is that breakover point? Something percent of the field or level.
yeah,
20,
I think it's 6%.
6%, which would be, didn't it? Somebody heard, I had 14 players last night,
Yes.
so probably won't make that in 3.
Well, 14 players last night. 6% of 300 is going to be like 20 players, 350.
Right.
All right, we got King Jack raised to 21K. Jewel called with Ace 8 suited, and now Gregor with Ace King in the big blind. He's getting a discount, and is Greg?
9 raises to 125,000.
He is going to bump it again, 125,000.
He's got a big chip stack.
He
too.
does. He's way up there. Everybody's going to fold around. Gregor's going to add to it.
Here's the V-pip.
Voluntarily putting money in the pot pre-flop.
Well, Vin's really made a pretty good run, hadn't he?
He's doing great. He really hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes here.
Had some pretty good hands.
He had his good hands hold up. He came from behind when he needed to.
Right.
Everything's just working for him.
Two folds.
Russell under the gun with Queen 8 off. Lets it go. Got Ace 4 on.
Seven
Got a
calls.
call from the button with a King 7 of spades.
Greg's in the small blind. He's looking to his left to see what the big blind has.
Yeah, he's got a pretty short stack, so he could
Yeah, he's
put
worried.
the old stuff in. It don't look like it's
Exactly.
much there, though.
See, he's got 4x. He's got 16. Well, plus the 4 he put in there already.
Right.
So he's only got 4 big blinds left. That's why Greg was like, "Do I want to?
Right, even
Do I want to
waste it.
continue and have this guy pile on me, and I have to fold?"
Right. I don't even know if he could fold that. What's he got? His stack.
Exactly, for an extra, 4 big blinds.
Right. It's probably going to
Right.
go multi-way even if he does.
So Greg in the 9 seat has the best hand right now.
Pair of 10s. Yeah.
Yep.
9 bets. 4
After it checks twice, I think he knows his 10 is good.
1 fold.
Gregory's going to let it go. Vin has no part of it. He needs a queen to make a straight. He's going to let it go. And Gregory picks up 24K.
Right. Takes it.
Blinds and Annie's just like that. Now he's the button. And Donald down there with 2 big blinds left.
It'd make a good story to win it from right
A
here.
fun one.
Somebody coming in. Looks like.
Probably they're breaking tables out there, so we should have a full table most of the night.
Yeah, I think he's getting the call in
We
there.
should be balanced most of the night.
Right.
There you go.
You can seat him in the 3.
Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
And whenever we get a new player,
Can you let him know to put him in the box?
they have to tell them what we're actually doing here.
Right,
Like, what-
exactly.
What are all these lights for, guys?
Get him
Yeah.
adjusted.
Yeah. John Haddad,
You just got here.
Ace Jack under the gun, sits down with a premium hand. The poor guy doesn't know how the table plays. He doesn't know how
Right.
much he should be raising. He doesn't know who's tight, who's loose.
And
who's
it's been in that
active.
03 seat. That 03 seat's done some folks dirty.
Now, they didn't tell him put your phone down, so he's got his phone there. He's got to put that away,
Right.
or maybe they did tell him, so he was just shutting it off.
Yeah, I think I hear him saying it.
Yep.
6 raises to 23,000. 7 and 9 fold.
All right, we got Ace Jack against Ace 10 against 9-9. David in the hijack. David Hadley, 23,000. Folds around to John. He's like, yeah, I'll call that. I got Ace Jack.
3 calls, 4 calls.
Jewel calls.
Ready for a
So
flop.
David needs to dodge a 10, a jack, or an ace. Jewel can also win with a whole bunch of clubs. Ooh, there's a 9.
There's a 9 with a 3-heart board.
Yeah,
3 flush
luckily,
board.
David doesn't know this, but nobody has a heart. Ace Jack folds.
Hold up. Oh, 3 check.
David Hadley wasting no time.
You know what? So Ace Jack did not fold. He's thinking.
No heart in his hand, though, right? What, a black ace,
Nobody has a heart.
Jack
He-
of
no,
diamonds.
right,
what?
right. He didn't have a heart.
Okay. 6.
6 bets, 29,000.
He had a spade and a diamond.
Diamond, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep, he did not have a heart.
4 folds.
And now they both fold. And David picks up the best hand. He
Yeah, flops a set with a
Man,
kind of
it's
a,
so tough with all
little
those
dirty
hearts out there,
texture
though.
there. Yeah.
173.
Welcome to the table, man.
Now we have another new player. So they must have just broke a table and they came over.
Right. Is he? He's not named yet.
He is not in it yet. He's going to be in the 10 seat, so he's not in it yet, and he won't be.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's in Mo's old seat. There.
Yep.
All right.
No cell phone or electronic.
So we can't start the hand
Mhm.
until Monica types in his name and his chip count.
Right.
So she's over there getting it right now,
Yep.
and then she'll go type it in, and then she'll hit go. So there's just a little bit of a delay while we're doing a little bit of housekeeping,
Right.
and
4, 5, 6, 7.
Gets him in the mix
yeah,
next one.
yep.
9 raises to 18,000. 10 folds.
All right, now 10 folds, so it's irrelevant what his name or chip count is. We can get it during the
Yeah.
next hand, so that's fine. Gregory on the hijack makes it 18,000 with a suited king jack, and Donald folds around to Donald on the button. He calls all in his last 12K with ace jack.
Mm-hmm.
Blinds are 4 and 8. He's got 1.5 blinds.
Pretty good spot.
It's a good spot. He's going to get 8 from the button, or 12 from the
Oh, it's always a sweat.
man.
River.
That's over.
Oh,
He could chop it with a king. Actually, I guess he wins with a king.
yeah, he wins with a king.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's always a good spot, but never a good flop. I guess that's the key. Always a sweat.
Yeah, it's always a sweat. So Donald put up a good fight. He was just the deck did not agree with him.
Right. You are at the mercy of the deck. And
Just getting in good is all you can do.
that's it.
So we probably have 27 players if they were at 30.
Yeah.
And they just balanced. Well, this is, yeah. So now they're down to 26 players.
Right. It don't look like he.
So how many players are there
It
total?
says 34, but he probably hasn't updated it yet on the app. You'll have to go through and
Okay,
hit
it
the
might
button.
be 36 because this is 10 minutes. This is real time, and we're looking at 10
Oh
minutes
yeah,
ago.
that's true. That's true.
So it's probably at 36, and then he did update it to 34.
Right.
So how many players total?
Let's see here. Total players today
Yep,
is 345.
345 times 6% is 20.7. We might play down to 21 players.
Right. It may do it. Yeah, it
I'm
may
not
make it.
positive if that's what their formula is,
Right.
but that makes sense.
It could. Yes.
They could play to 5 minutes in level 20 or 21 players.
Yeah. It's
whichever
what.
comes
It's whatever
first.
comes first. Yeah.
Yep. If that's the correct algorithm that we're
Right.
using, I'm not positive.
I'm trying to think too if
What they have yesterday?
6 folds.
I call.
7 calls.
they had 252. So the field is shorter, so it makes your percentage number shorter.
Right, right.
So I guess it's. I do remember something somewhere that says you have to play to at least the same, but I guess that may not. I
The
can't
same
remember
time.
exactly where it is. Same time, yes. Or I guess the percentage of the field would matter,
Right.
or does it? Or does this?
You know, the percent of the field, if they get too low, because then that affects the payouts coming
Right.
back on day 2. So you
Exactly.
don't want to get below 6%.
Right.
So that makes
So
sense.
the 6% holds the overall
Correct.
precedent.
Yep, whatever you hit first, the first one to hit 6% is where they roll the clock back
Right.
to.
4 calls.
So if these guys do go crazy,
We
and
got
they
some
get to
gambling board
6%.
here.
To the center.
Okay.
She's doing she's got a pair, I guess.
Yep. No flush draw.
And she's got an open ender. Of course, you're riding real dangerous there with a 4-liner, and you're going to maybe make it with a diamond.
Yeah, exactly. So she's got second pair if you don't put Vin on the ace, and I think
She's
it's
got to light it up right here.
yeah.
She's got to play
I think-
fire to get the representation.
4 bets 20,000.
I'm more scared than that. I'm in check call mode right there, but she's going to go ahead and fire and just pick up the pot because Vin's not going to call down with jack high.
Right.
Man, she's
So, yeah, I guess she's just reading good. I mean, that is a good play there.
She's
You can
playing-
move off a lot of other hands you
Yeah.
can't beat. You can't beat 8 kicker, you know.
Yep. Yeah, she's playing well.
Yeah.
We got the two new people, John Haddad and James Ray, at the table with 0% VPIP. You know, that means they just sat down and haven't played a hand yet.
Right.
Everybody else's VPIP is accurate for the last 57 hands because they've been on the table for 4 hours now.
Right.
I'm gonna raise. 7 announces a raise.
Vin says, I'm going to raise it up. He's got the ace queen under the gun. He's got over 400,000 chips.
Uh-huh.
It's like 50 big blinds.
Seven raises to 33,000.
33,000. That's a big raise.
It's a 4Xer.
Yeah. This late in the game, I don't expect them that big. I'm going to make sure it folds around before I hit refresh on this. And I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes so I can get ahead of it next time. Pocket threes does call in the big blind. So it's David Hadley with pocket threes. Vin with ace queen. Off to the races. 5, 6, 7. That's not a horrible flop for David or Vin. Neither one of them should be too worried.
Right.
2 queens have been folded, so Vin's down to 4 outs. He needs an ace or that last remaining queen. It's a great flop for David. He's got that gutter for the 4.
Right.
He might possibly have the best hand if Vin has a hand like he has. All right,
With
so
an open right under the gun a lot of times too, you know, are you thinking, again, I don't know at this level of play, are you thinking that this is just an ace queen?
Right.
Or are you thinking that's normally
he
gonna
did
be a
hit the
bigger
ace
pair?
on the turn.
River.
Just waiting on that.
Yep. And David
Does it
called
improve with a 4?
26.
Nope.
The 10 doesn't help him.
6
Check.
checks.
I want to see Vin. There's 152 in the pot. I think he could bet like 50.
50 if you want action. for
Maybe-
sure. It's like a 30.
I was gonna say maybe a little less. He might get paid by a little less. Wow, I don't like this call.
6 calls.
You're beating king queen.
Right.
You know, you're not beating.
Yeah. No pairs.
Yeah, you're not beating any pre-flop pairs. You're not beating an ace. You're not beating a 10 now. You know, king 10, whatever. But you're
Right.
beating king queen,
That's right.
queen jack. You're really not beating anything once that ace comes out.
Right.
What's
I-
that? Oh yeah, you beat me over.
And there it is. Go king queen. Is king queen going to make it
I know.
Right, 3 times. And
that much under just immediate under the gun?
yeah,
Right.
He had my players card.
that was an interesting hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vin extracted the most amount of money that he
Yeah, he
could with
did.
that hand by keeping the pots. And that's the other thing. There's 150 out there, and he bet 30 something,
On the end, yeah.
Yeah.
On the end, he best 27.
27. Oh, that's a really
right.
small
Full
bet
post
for that.
oak almost. Post oak bet.
Right. Yeah.
I remember the previous tournament here.
Yeah.
We were seeing, the down bet. The down bet
Right.
in Hold'em has become
What's the down?
the
bet?
down bet is just it's a way that you don't have to sacrifice a lot of chips. You know, like a lot of people bet pre-flop, open it
Right.
up to 5,000.
Right.
Well, they think they immediately have to bet 8,000 on the
Okay,
flop.
okay.
So you can down bet back to a 2,500 blind. So you
Okay.
can down bet to 3,000 to 5,000.
All right. So I'd never called it that.
Right.
The down bet. I've done that before and I've
Right.
seen it. I've never heard the phrase down bet.
Yes.
So that's
I saw a lot of it. You used to see it. Various players used to do it, and they've been doing it through the years, but it wasn't a lot. But now I saw it last tournament here. Just huge ratios of people doing down betting. You know, bringing in for
Right.
X and then down betting after the flop. I haven't seen it a lot in this field yet. But again, I think
I wonder if
circuit grinders. I think you'll see more. More there.
John Haddad.
He's got the nut low
Ace deuce, middle position, jewel with 2 10s.
right behind him. Whoa.
Wow.
She must really be using her reading senses, and of course it wasn't correct there. But wow, that's normally a hand that she's going to play.
So
but
the
I guess he
thing
does
is-
have 100K.
I was going to say, I don't hate it because it's 100K. That's almost half her stack. She's
Right.
early position with all these guys behind her.
That's right, and still
What do you
gotta
do
make
if you
a
call
move.
100 and then
Somebody blasts it.
then Vin shoves on you?
Right.
Now do you call it 2 10s?
Yeah.
Because you could be dodging any face card,
Right.
So I don't hate the fold
Yeah, not a bad
at
play.
all.
You're right.
Especially in a tournament situation like we were talking to Shane about how valuable your chips are. So I really don't hate it because if
Right.
she does call,
She may be there. She may be
she's
committed.
if he doesn't have jacks, queens, kings, aces, he might have 2 overcards. Now she's flipping. Do you want to give him 100K and flip?
Right.
And she might not want to do that right now.
Right.
You know,
And that's a 100K stack. What are the blinds? 8.
yeah, it's a big bet.
It's a pretty big bet. Yeah, I guess if you think it's a little more, was it 15, 18 blinds?
6 calls.
6 calls, 7 folds.
So,
9 calls.
commentators, Teresa. I tried getting Jimmy in here. He did not show up. It's Eric Anderson with the feature table, and I'm sitting in here with Sippy tonight.
Oh yeah, I know Teresa. That's Jimmy's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She it was supposed to be Jimmy and Mississippi Jimmy,
Yeah.
and
We got to get in here and have a show. That's right.
I was promised a Jimmy show.
100,000.
I
And
bet
speaking
it's
of
tomorrow.
shows, we got 3 guys with top pair right now. We're playing for kickers.
One
Gregory
guy got
has 2
top. He's
pair.
got bottom, top, and bottom.
Yep. Gregory's got 2 pair.
He's playing for all of it.
Matt and David both have king jack, king 10. They both got top pair with a good kicker.
Wow.
What does David do now? David just folds. He's like, I can't be ahead.
Right.
All in with a call.
Teresa says, hey, Sippy. So
Hey.
Matt needs a 5 or a 10, or
Running
3
clubs.
won't help him. He needs exactly a 5 or a 10.
Right.
River. 10 of hearts.
10 hearts.
Did he say 10 of hearts?
10 of hearts. Yeah.
Oh, he did get the 10.
Wow, he did. Yeah.
Matthew's
top 2
walking
action.
away, and they called him. Oh, that's not Matthew. That's John.
106,000.
So Matthew,
No, Matt is the winner.
yeah, he was way behind, and he ends up winning
Yeah,
that
makes
pot.
top 2 pair. That's it.
And
Welcome
Matthew-
to Hold'em.
Yeah, Matthew's been running this table over all day, and a couple of missteps, and he's down at the bottom of the pack.
Right.
That hand, he gets more than the full double.
Yes.
He's back up at 267.
He's back in. That's right.
Little drama right there.
All right. I guess I'm gonna run back out here and do a little
All right, is
passing
that,
them out.
is that your that's your cue? All right, blinds are going up pretty quick. All right, we'll see you, Sippy.
3 folds. 4 folds. 5 raises to 20,000. 6 folds. 7 folds. 9 folds.
Matt makes it 20,000 with the king queen suited. Middle position. Russell's. Did I say king queen? It's queen jack. If I misspoke. Russell also has a queen jack. He's got 2 flush draws. He's got the spades and the diamonds. Ooh, 10 king king. They both flop the same open-ended straight draw.
5 bets, 15,000.
Matthew's going to represent 15,000. Russell's going to call. It's a split regardless, unless Russell gets running spades. That's one of them.
2 bets 25,000.
He's almost a 60-40 favorite with that queen high flush draw.
5 folds.
5 does fold. Russell's got the open ender and the flush draw and blows Matt off a chop. Nice bet, Russell. Dealer Russell, Megadeth shirt. Picking up a pot. He's up around 300K now, I think. Let's take a look at these stack sizes.
9 p.m. Megan, complete the answer.
Yep, right there, 298, 37 big blinds.
Four folds, 5 folds. 6 folds, 7 folds. 9 folds. 10 raises to 20,000. 2 folds.
James is going to make it 20,000 on the button with a king 6
We are heads up.
of clubs. Russell's going to fold, and John's going to call with the jack 8 of diamonds. Actions on John.
10 bets.
He doesn't have
12,000.
any part of it, so he's going to check. I'm wrong. Yeah, I know. James bets 12,000 and John calls. He must have some plans for this hand because he does not have any part of it. He's going to float the flop with a jack high. Now, James picks up top pair. John's going to check again. James just bet 12K. I would expect, and that's what we call the down bet. He bet 20 on the flop and then, or 20 pre-flop and then 12 on the flop. Piles it in for 121, and John does let go. So whatever plans he had disappeared when James hit that king. I'm gonna reset this. I'm gonna reset this stream really quickly. Give it about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gonna come back just like that. We're going to have Sippy in the box in a few minutes, and Bobby's going to come back here and chat with us.
5 folds, 6 folds. 7 calls. 9 folds. 10 folds. 2 folds. 3 calls. 4 checks.
All right, we've got a bunch of limpers.
3 players, 2 flop.
Vin limping in with an ace 8. John in the small blind with a 7-8. He flops an open ender and puts in his last 58,000. Jewel has bottom pair but doesn't call, and Vin folds ace high. John picks up a nice little pot there. He's up to 90K now. We got Bobby in the box. New players, James, Ray, and John Haddad sitting at the table. I think we're down to about 4 tables in the back.
Redraw, they talking about every seats and table. They redraw seats and
Yeah,
table.
3 tables, 2 tables left. And 1
WSOP event number 5, Flight 1B. Flight 1C starts tomorrow at noon. We'll start streaming after first break at 2:15 p.m. Vin, early position, pocket 4s, 8K to call. He's got 485K.
27.
He's going to make it 27,000. Big bets from Vin. He's not messing around. He's going to force you to pick up a hand to play with him. This high variance plan that he has, this strategy, he's going to lose a lot if somebody wakes up with a big hand and raises him and he has to fold. He ends up losing more than if he makes it like 20,000. But it's working for him because he does force players to have a better hand. And, so many ways you can play.
Call.
Oh, try. Pull it up now. 1, 2. Good. 7 calls. 9 folds, 10 folds. 2 folds. Oh. 3 moves all in.
All right, Vin limps in under the gun with Jack 9. John Haddad, pocket 5s in the cutoff, makes it 90K. It's about 11 blinds.
4 calls.
Jewel calls with a mystery hand. She doesn't have her hand over the reader right there.
Oh, you got his hands over?
It's a big bet. Action's going to fold around, and we are off to the races. I see a face card. Looks like maybe an ace-king. Colleen's going to manually type it in because she did not put it over the reader. It's actually ace-jack. Mathematically, it's the same as ace-king in this situation. 7, 8, 10. Now it's way better. A 9 will give her a straight. 3, 5. She needs exactly a 9 now. Does not get it. And full double for John and then some. He went from 90 to 208 with the blinds and Annie's and Jules extra 90.
He won a three-way. Remember, it was a three-way all-in with 5.
Was that your case? Oh,
Yeah, the other guy had king or queens or kings.
Yeah.
Another guy had it was queens and ace jack.
Yeah,
And he had 5.
Oh, that was the 6th time he had it. He was telling me before he sat at our table, he already had it 5 times. Then so he's 4 for 6 with pocket 5s. It's unreal. And then he had pocket 9s twice and lost. Pocket 9s twice. He's 0 for 2 with pocket 9s. Yeah, he's 4 for 6 with pocket 5s and 0 for 2 with pocket 9s.
Bobby coming back to the box. What's happening? We just saw the 5s against ace jack hand. Yeah. She went from 2 overs to a straight draw.
9 folds. 10 folds. 2 folds. 3 folds. 4 folds. 5 folds. 6 makes it 20.
Hey, Teresa, if you're still listening, Sippy is going to deal, and I've got Bobby Bear in the booth with me. So David, in the small blind, makes it 24,000 with king 4, and Vin calls the extra 16. Nope, he didn't call.
Yes, and 7 folded.
Yep, he folds. Bobby forgot to tell Clean that he folded. Aggression frequency for event 5, flight 1B. They're all pretty aggressive. Russell at the least of it, 20%, which is still pretty aggressive. He's raising 1 out of every 5 hands.
Russ is a dealer. Most dealers are going to be super aggressive.
Well, he's the least one on this table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Matt's raising 1 out of every 3 hands. Let's pull that stat
Wow.
up again.
Usually dealers are more
Yeah.
aggressive.
Russell's 21.
He probably just hasn't had the hand to be
Teresa says I'm
aggressive with.
here. Well, it's really hard to be aggressive when everybody else at the table is also aggressive.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick your spots.
It's a big aggro table.
And, well, that's the other thing. The feature table drives the action.
It does.
You know, people want to play their best. You know, they're not, you know, goofing around. They're focused. They want to look good. They don't want to look stupid.
Well, taking the phones away and everything gets you hyper-focused, actually.
Yeah, for sure it does. Matt flops the best of it with a jack, but Gregory has an open-ended straight draw, 6, 7, 8, 9. James has 2 overcards. The king won't help him, though. Matt's going to go ahead and bet his top pair. I don't expect Greg to fold. So it's 30K to call. There's 102 in the pot.
Oh, yeah, I just dealt that hand.
You just dealt that hand.
Just
That's you in the
dealt
box.
this hand. I just dealt this hand.
He's like, I remember this one.
9 calls.
That's a call.
10 folds.
James gonna fold.
Turn.
We are heads up, top pair against a straight draw. He needs a 5 or a 10.
Blinds next hand.
5 or a 10 to get a straight. 4 doesn't do it. Still needs
Yeah.
a 5 or a 10.
Greg's gonna check here.
I think he's gonna go check, bet, call again if he
Check
stays
all
reasonable.
in.
Oh, he's not gonna call an all in. Oh, he does lead out, Greg.
Oh,
Good job.
that's what it was. It was lead out and then all in.
See, if he doesn't lead out,
He doesn't lead out. He can't.
then it's just a check call 40K.
Yeah.
He's trying to do a blocker bet and it backfires on him. Now he's got to put in 122
Yeah, I forgot
more.
he pulled that blacker bet out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna tank here for
Yeah,
a
he's
minute.
trying. He tried, and I was explaining to Shane, who only deals cash games,
Yeah.
and tournaments are new. And I said right here where Jewel was doing it. I said what she's doing is, some people call it a donk bet or a blocker bet, where when somebody is, taking the initiative and then you take it away by betting, it's kind of like you're trying to set your own price. And he tried to do that, and Matthew just spiked it on him and said, "No, let's play for everything."
Gonna need that secret too.
So that's a rough one.
Well, it looks like spot 10's time is done at this feature table. He's getting moved to another table.
Oh,
We
that
got to
poor guy,
balance
just
the other
process
tables.
of luck of the draw. He moves here for one
Yep.
orbit and then gets pulled again.
That's funny. I think he was talking about how he's been moved quite a few times in this
Oh, that's
tournament. Actually,
frustrating.
it can get frustrating. You gotta keep a even keel. And,
Gregory's trying to do the math here. He's like, well, I put out 40. There's 334 in the pot now. It's 122 to call. I'm getting 3-1 on my money just about. Do I have a 33%? It's right there. The math
it's
is
real
right
close. Yeah, he tanks here for a minute. He is.
I mean, if he took out a calculator and could see the hands, it's really close to calling. I mean,
mathematically, it all.
There's
yeah,
enough
it's
in the
real
pot
close.
to make it worth it, even though he's
Yes.
a
I think that's what's
3-1
running
dog.
through his head right now.
He's right there on the math. Like 366 would be the exact math he needs, and he's
Right.
getting 334. So it's
It's
really
right
close.
on the cusp.
And then it's just a matter of, do you want to gamble? And
Especially this late in this, you're getting real close to the bag.
so if he doesn't bet 40, Matthew doesn't shove.
Matthew
bets
can't shove.
maybe 60,
Yep, maybe
and-
60 to 80.
and then he can call.
Yeah, he can call and see the river.
He does fold.
He does
Man,
lay
I
it
want to
down.
rabbit so bad right now.
Right.
Oh man. So we don't see what happens. We're going to
New blinds, 5 and 10.
do a little reset.
Should have a dealer change here.
Yep. You see Sippy comes in, taps you out. Blinds are going up.
Where is? Wait a
So
minute.
we check for updates.
Where's the bit? Where's the button?
We took the
Button's in the 7. 10-seat move.
Where's the button now?
7
7
seat,
seat.
which is correct.
So the 9C is the small blind, big blind is in the one, or the 2.
Yep, that's accurate. They took out the 10 seats, so
Seat,
the
yep.
the big blind moves to the 1 seat.
All right, here we go.
Good to go.
Yep.
I've been really impressed with Jewel at this feature table today.
We just said that. We just said that how well she's playing.
She's playing really well.
Teresa says my favorite deal. Well, that's kind of rude, Teresa. I got Bobby in the booth with me, and you just said Sippy's your favorite dealer.
It's all right. Sippy. It's tough beating Sippy, man. Everybody loves Sip.
Mississippi Jimmy.
6 and 7 fold.
I want to do the little how rude meme and tag her in it. All right, Matthew makes it 22,000 with King Jack, just over 2 big blinds. I was gonna say just under 3, but the blinds went up to 10.
Right. Oh yeah, they did go up to.
Oh, he flops a great flop for him.
Wow, that's nice.
He's got all the clubs. Gregor's got a check from the small blind with the mystery hand. On dinner break, we registered all the decks and made them. It's a brand new deck, so they're breaking cards again.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
All right, Matthew adds a 10 to his outs if he needs it. Any club, any 10. King or a jack might be. He might be best hand right now.
Yeah, he might be best hand.
I
right
mean, I
here.
would have fired at it by now.
I would have fired.
It's too late now.
Yeah, you can't fire now. I would have fired both streets.
You know, he got called. Matt bet 20 on the flop and got called. So I guess he's slowed down. I guess I don't hate it. He did do a continuation bet.
Got called, slowed down.
And then he got to see the river for free. Now what does he do? I just check behind. And King High's got showdown value.
Yep.
You know, he's beat by
Oh,
ace.
he bets 35,000.
He's gonna get called.
Yeah. Oh,
or
no.
raised. That's why I check behind.
Yeah,
Now you-
that's the worst possible scenario.
Man, just check behind and see it for free. You had showdown value.
Now you get no information.
King High is no good right now. Exactly. You would have got information.
Sometimes information's more than is better than taking down the pot.
So he loses, what was it, 35K?
Yeah.
Well, we were just talking about this earlier. I check behind in that situation, and I lose a lot of thin value spots where I
Yes.
should be betting and maybe getting called. We don't know what he had, but you know, basically Matthew was turning his King High into a bluff,
I know you.
where he could have just checked behind.
Yep. The story doesn't make sense though either.
No, you
You
can't.
bet the flop, check the
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah,
What are you checking that turn with?
that river didn't help you.
Yeah, with
If I would have wanted to see. I would have wanted to see a bigger bet on the turn.
a bet on the turn, a bigger bet on the turn, and then sometimes you three-barrel bluff. I mean, a three-barrel bluff
Yeah,
might get you
three-barrel
there.
bluff would have made sense. That would have worked better than small bet,
Bet,
check,
small bet on the
You know,
river.
it was kind of a I'm going to put 35K out because I can't win this hand with King High, and that's why he got it spiked in his face by Gregory
Oh, Russ wakes up with pocket trays.
in the small blind.
Gets to see it for a discount.
Jewel just limps in. That's not like Jewel.
No.
She's usually coming in for a raise.
That's different. Right now the trays are still ahead.
Yep, he's got a gutter to split it with John. Jewel needs an ace or a 10. John needs
wow.
exactly a 5.
Jewel-
Jewel just takes it down. That. If I have 2 3s right there, I'm not folding.
No, I'm seeing the turn.
You know, when she limps in, she doesn't have a pocket pair
No.
above 7. I mean, is she, what's
And
her
what's she limping under the gun
an
with?
ace 7?
Yeah,
ace 6?
like is she?
No.
She probably didn't connect with that
yeah,
flop.
she's got big cards like an ace 10. Teresa, now she's trying to back out of her. Oh, I've known Sippy forever. He's my best friend. You know, we went to 3rd grade together. I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm on Bobby's side here. Come on.
Thanks, Eric. I appreciate that.
I've known Bobby since Wednesday.
That's a long time. It's a long time in this industry.
Matthew and David.
But we do share a brain, I think.
Yeah.
We're
Oh
just-
my God. No, we're the same when it comes to announcing
Yeah.
too. It's just like we say the same
Something
things
happened
almost.
and we both do the same thing.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
9 fold, 2 fold.
Well, we got to add the excitement.
It's almost better to have 2 opposing people in the booth to
Yes.
get different views.
Yes.
I mean, when we both say the same thing,
It's hard for. It's
we're
hard.
like, oh, that was a horrible play because that's both what we would think.
That's both.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's the same. We
you
play
need
the same
devil's
way.
advocate to
Right.
say, oh, let's check behind here or whatever. There, John hits top pair. He's gonna win this hand
Yeah,
just every time. Jewel's
yeah,
not even playing.
there's no way
She
Jewel's
was just
gonna-
in the big blind.
Yep.
She had no part of this hand. She's just like, check fold. I'm out. Let's go. Next hand. Blinds are going up. Let's go. You know.
Yeah,
I
she
got a
just-
6 high. Come on.
Let's get to the next one.
I want to be small blind next time.
Right. I already took down the pot the last hand with ace 10. Pay for the blinds.
It's all you gotta do is win 1 pot, an orbit, just to cover the blinds.
Yeah, just to stay ahead of those blinds.
I did tell Jimmy Bobby does a great job commentating. He does.
Jimmy's wife. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he is. He
Yeah.
is.
Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate that.
So I think, and I'm not positive, but I think we play down to 6%, which is like, we did the math, and I think it's like 21 people,
21.
or until there's 5 minutes in level 20,
That is correct.
which is what they did last night.
Yep, they're not going to go past level 20 with 5 minutes remaining because then it wouldn't be fair to the other.
Right. You
players.
always roll back to the earliest day. So if
Earliest
they
day.
do hit 21 with, like, let's say 20 minutes left in level 20, then tomorrow they'll stop. With
No,
20
they
minutes
will.
left.
No, what will happen is we'll hard stop here at 25. They won't go past that.
25 people?
We're 20, level 20 with 5 minutes remaining.
Right. But
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
they might stop earlier than that
Oh,
if they
they
hit
could
21.
Yes, they could stop
And
earlier.
then tomorrow
this
the
flight
new hard
actually
stop.
seems to be playing way more aggressive than the
Yeah,
last flight
they-
because they
we
got to
might
the
get there, that's
yeah,
right.
they got to the money quicker.
Yep.
So what could happen is the final day could actually end up playing less,
Yeah,
and then we'd back up.
whatever the earliest
Yeah.
one stopped at.
Yep.
25?
Okay. Jewel checks. Matthew has ace high. He's going to fire at it.
25K.
I like the bet. 2.5 bigs
Yep.
with ace high.
Jewel says this doesn't make sense.
No, she's got a plan for this hand. She's like, do 6. Now, I mean,
do 6-7 though. Is
yeah, Jewel
Right.
raises 30 pre-flop, and he calls from the big blind. So he could literally have anything.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
then
that hits his range more than it hits her range.
100%.
So I like the. Oh,
Oh
he's,
wow, I like
yeah.
it. I like the heart.
Yep, it's gonna work.
Yep. There's no way she's calling
Jules,
here.
yeah,
She's
nice
too
play, Matt.
She's too solid. She's not going to call there.
Right.
She's going to let that go.
And he had the best hand.
Yeah, Matt had the best hand.
You know, but
He's got the best drawing hand too on
Yeah.
the board.
but that, I don't know if I like her raise pre-flop
Yes.
from the small blind. But when she checks a flop and he bets, that board, that flop hits his range better than it hits her range. So I think you just give it up if you're Jewel. You know, you either continue or you give it up.
Yeah, I don't like.
Once you-
I don't like check calling. Check
yeah.
calling's the worst. I think she should have continued. I would have continued
I
on,
continue in that situation.
or just fold. I'll give up. I'll give that hand up.
Yeah. Calling's the worst option in my opinion. I want her to lead or fold.
Yeah, because if she leads there, she might take. She
Yeah.
actually
He might
she
just
probably
fold ace
takes it
high.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
he might fold. He might just fold ace high.
All right, that's our clock.
Especially with how aggressive she's been, I
Yeah.
think they're starting to pick up a couple things that she does. She doesn't mind moving it up.
Russell raises it to 25 in the hijack with pocket twos. John with the mystery hand is all in. Jewel is
Jewel
all
moves
in
all
with
in.
2 jacks. Jack 10 folds. It's going to get around to pocket twos, and he's going to fold. John's going to flip over his cards.
Isn't it all in and a call?
And, yep, they have to go up.
Yep.
Colleen's asking why the cards aren't up
Yep.
yet.
Just give me a minute.
Yep, because she's got
Yeah.
one of those cards is broken, so she's got to plug that in real quick.
She's like, isn't it all in the call? Why aren't we showing the cards? Ace Queen, classic race, except for Jewel is actually mathematically behind because one of the jacks was folded,
Oh
but
wow!
she hits the remaining case jack,
She's good, and she's gonna take that
and
pot
it's
down.
a full ship to Jewel. She gets 100 or 222 chips. All right, they're gonna count it up, and I'm gonna restart the computer. And while that's happening, I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee.
Okay,
So I will be back.
you're good. I'll take over. What? Yeah.
All right, sir, I'll need your player's card and the exact chip count.
So the big players should be your 6 dealers, 1, 2, 2, 1,000, 2,000, shuffle up the deal.
Yeah, this is number 5. Player's card and chip count. I'll put that on.
Oh, filling up. Oh, filling up. I didn't say going up.
On the nose.
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks like you got a 1 seed as well.
Nope. Thank you, sir.
All right, gentlemen.
Haven't missed anything.
We don't allow the electronic.
I figured it would take them a little while to count that stack
Yeah,
up.
they had to count the stacks up. I don't think Jules' stack was correct on the stream because I think it said that she was she had more chips than he did.
No, no.
Oh no. She only had 122.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I just read it wrong. Yeah, so it took a minute to count that. They've added 2 new players, so we're
Also,
probably down to
All right, I got it.
27?
36. They do it at 27.
Got
we do
it.
a table redraw.
Got it. Because I was checking Bravo, but that's 15. That's real time.
Real time.
And we're watching 15 minutes ago.
Oh, not 2 million.
So when Bravo says, like, Bravo probably says 25 right now or something. Or whatever it is, 30, whatever it is.
And what do you got, Cody?
273.
Welcome to
So
the table,
15
gentlemen.
minutes
Let's
ago
go.
when I looked at it
Ready to
and
go.
it said 36,
Yeah.
that's what I'm seeing happen right now.
Yep, that's what we're seeing happen right now. Yeah, 36.
What are we down to now, Bravo?
Well, I meant the new
Let's
Oh,
see
I
what
thought you were
Bravo
checking.
says. I've been checking it on and off. It says 25. It shouldn't be 25.
In 15 minutes it will be.
Oh, 15. Yeah. Oh, yep.
So,
That's
so Bravo is real time and we're watching.
yeah.
15
We're watching
minutes ago.
15 minutes ago. So yeah, it'll
So
be
in the
a
next 15 minutes we're going to lose
couple players.
11 players.
Yeah.
It looks like. And then they'll probably pause the clock, do
Pause
a
the
full
clock,
redraw.
do a full redraw.
We'll get a whole new table. We got Charles Woodrow. He's new here. Ace 10. He calls. It's hard this late in a tournament to sit down with a table where you don't know anybody and you
Right.
don't know what the action's been. You don't know what people have been raising pre-flop. You don't.
Especially an established table that's
Yeah.
been playing for a while.
Yeah, they've been playing together for 4 hours, and now you just sit down and Ace 10. What do you do? Just jump in here and start raising?
Right. No, I don't mind the limp there. And
Yeah,
then see
I don't mind the limp fold either. Let's
Yeah.
let's get some information before we go broke.
Yeah, let's see where they're,
You know,
how
Ace-
much they're raising to,
Yeah,
what they're
and
raising
and
to.
Ace 10 isn't even a great hand.
No.
It's okay. I'll limp in and let's see what happens.
Right.
I don't. Yeah, that's fine. Now, if he sits down, the first thing I do is look around and see where I'm at chip
Looks like they
wise.
brought the other tables over.
Oh, nice. That's going to be fun. So now, instead of running back and forth, you know, because they had like 6 rows of table between, the first tables and our table. So this is great that we're all together now. That'll make it easy on Bill, the tournament director, who's doing a fabulous job.
Oh yeah, Bill
I
Bruce
saw a
is doing
little
a great
scuffle
job.
that he
there.
broke up.
Oh yeah, just a little one.
couple of guys were arguing. One called the other a cheater. One
Oh.
used some good words.
You used some great words, I'm sure.
It was a matter of whether or not it should have been a missed deal, and there had already been action. So he polled all the players at the table, and I'll listen to everybody. Tell me what happened, and it turns out there's been enough action. We're not going to make it a missed deal, and the biggest guy, arguing for a missed deal was mad that it wasn't a missed deal. Thinking it should have been a missed deal. It should have been a missed deal, except for there was already enough action. That
Yeah, once there's already enough action, you gotta finish out the hand.
there's a check, a call, and a
Yeah, that's too
Two
much.
calls.
That's too much significant action. Even 2 checks is enough significant action. And Jewel just keeps motoring over the table. Like I said, I like the way she's playing today.
she's playing really well. We don't know what she had there, but the aggression takes it down.
All right, Eric, I gotta go back
You're in,
out there.
tapping out. All right. Good luck out there. Hey, try to impress Teresa. She needs a favorite dealer. Cody Kaufman in the 1 seat. 273,000 chips.
2 fold, 3 fold, 4, 5 fold.
Action's going to fold around to David in the 6th seat.
Makes it 23.
He's got 9-10 suited. I love this hand. He's in the cutoff. He's going to make it 23,000. He gets Vin to fold a king. And Charles to fold a 7 deuce in his big blind. He's going to add 25K in blinds and antes to his stack. Button moves and we're on to the next hand.
Okay.
Here's our chip counts with those new players at the table. So we got Matt and Charles. Nope, not Matt. Charles and Cody. Let me look at that stack again quick. So we got Cody right there in the middle with 273 and Charles with 170, a little bit shorter stack. Right next to each other. John's going to find a good spot to put all his chips with pocket 8s. Jewel is going to fold an 8.
6 and 7 fold. 9 and 10 fold. 1 fold.
We don't have a lot of action now. And Cody with a queen 4 doesn't defend the big blind. That is accurate. Teresa saying if Bobby was not a good dealer, he would not be dealing this table. LOL. And Bobby's a fabulous dealer. Met him Wednesday night when we did our test dealer game, and he really impressed me, so we've kept him on the feature table the whole weekend so far. Jason was good.
3 fold.
All of the dealers that played in that game Saturday night, or Wednesday night impressed me, so I'm happy to be working with your team.
9 fold.
Matthew makes it 20K with pocket 3s. 20K is just a min click. 10K blind, he makes it 20. I like to throw a little cheddar on top, make it like 22. 2 calls with a ace in the big blind, so he's getting great odds. He misses everything. Russell checks his ace high.
5, that's 25.
Matt continues and Russell folds ace high. Well played, Matthew. Up to 342,000. I think we're down to 4 tables, 36 it looks like. All right, there's my cue. Let me hit connect before this hand starts. I'm going to reset this. It's going to take just a couple of seconds, and we're back.
4 fold. 5 fold.
Yes.
6 makes it 26. 7, 9, 10 fold.
6 raises to 26. I like that raise. 26 with ace king.
1 fold.
Just about 2.6 big blinds. Folds around to John in the big blind, and he calls with the suited king. Way behind. He needs a 3 or a bunch of diamonds. They've got even chip stacks, so if a king comes out, it's trouble. Ooh, John, instead of a bunch of diamonds, he picks up a straight draw. Now David needs to hold. He needs to dodge a
6 calls.
6 or an ace. He does. Wow, they're getting it all in with ace king
Ready for a turn.
versus ace opening straight. John does have backdoor, and that's gone. So John needs an ace or a 6, or he's gone. A queen does not do it. Ace king holds. We're gonna do some math. Count the chips. Make sure John is covered by David, but David's got the full send there for 295,000 chips in his stack.
This one's short, but it goes up. Yeah.
117 times.
All right, we've got new players. All right, yep, and John does count his chips. It was good having you, John.
All right, payout.
See you tomorrow.
Payout, yes.
I don't know what the payout is right now. It's got to be like $400, I think. 350, somewhere around there.
Ace high. What did he? He was opening. But he called for flop king first.
Okay,
You have dead small.
I think we probably have like just about an hour left of play if we don't hit the 21 number. Blinds are 5,000, 10,000 here at Choctaw Casino and Resorts in Durant, Oklahoma.
David and Russ.
WSOP event number 5.
5 fold.
You can find all of the structures and the calendar on pokerexecutives.com.
6, 7 folds.
Action's going to fold around to Greg in the 9 seat. He's going to call with a suited queen.
The suited?
Cody in the 1 seat thinking about it. He's getting he's a cutoff with 10-5. Greg didn't call. He raised to 25K. I think it's a fold. Easy fold from Cody. Oh, he picks a different route and says, let's pile it. 248,000 chips with 10 high. I think he's just picking up the blinds and antes now with the dead money in there. He doesn't believe Greg has anything that he can call with. This is dangerous for Cody.
He's suited, right?
He must think Gregory has been getting out of line too much, and in this situation he's right.
9 folds.
But he's got enough chips to make him fold. He's lucky nobody behind him woke up with a hand either. High variance play by Cody. It works out for him. He picks up an extra 45,000 into his stack.
Oh no. That's a part of the
Cody right there in the middle. 30 big blinds almost. 293,000 chips. We got a outside table. In the camera view. Ooh, there's David under the gun with the ace 10 suited in the 6th spot. Looks like he's gonna raise it up. I'd expect like a 2,500, 2,800. Not 100.
6 raise.
1,000.
7 folds. 9 and 10 folds.
He does go full 30. I thought he was going to scale back just a little bit. 30,000.
4 folds. 5 calls.
Ooh, Matthew in the big blind with ace queen. David's behind.
Ready for flop.
David does not want to see an ace. He wants to see a whole bunch of spades.
Check. 5 check.
All right. Matthew checks the flop. Ace 6-8. This is bad for David. Matthew's trapping.
6 bet 50.
David thinks he's good. He's value betting, he thinks. He's going to make it 50K into the 75K pot. Matt's just going to call. Matthew needs to dodge a 10. The 10 of clubs has been folded, so he needs to dodge a red 10. Ooh, now he's got spades. Wow, now David's never folding. He's got top pair with all of the spades and the 10s. Matthew's going to put out the blocker bet now. 100K. That board is too wet to let David see a free hand. I expect it to be bet call. 100K apiece. We got almost a 400K pot.
5 check.
The clubs come home.
6
Check,
check.
check. And, man, David was hoping they were chopping it with that jack kicker, but Matthew has the queen, and he gets a big stack, 527,000 now.
All right, new blinds.
David said 115. So Bobby's going to tap out Mississippi, and the blinds are going to go up. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and hit connect, restart my clock. We're going to count to 3, 2, 1. There it is. Oh, Bobby must not be out there yet because Sippy's going to go ahead and deal another hand. I think the blinds are 6 and 12 right now. Yep.
9, 10 fold, 1 fold.
Queen Jack suited for Russell.
2 makes it 30.
He's going to make it 30,000.
4 folds, 5
About
folds.
2.5. David's in the big blind with the discount and an ace. And he just lost that big pot. Oh, so he's going to pile with his ace high, which is the best hand right now. I got Sippy in the booth with me now. Teresa said, my favorite dealer when you got in the box.
That's right.
I said, how rude. Bobby's right here in the booth with me.
Oh my gosh, on the delay.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
she knows a good dealer when she sees one.
Now Russell's got a big choice, big decision to make. Statistically, he has the best hand. He's got 2 live cards on the flush draw, and ace has been folded. Statistically, he's ahead. He's got the queens and jacks and a whole bunch of spades. Let's see what Sippy can do. Doesn't do it.
I
Needs
know
a
the
queen or a
future.
jack. Needs a queen or a jack. Right there.
Oh, you heard the old.
Yeah,
you heard
David
the hit in
wraps
the
a
gut.
table. David wraps a table.
Right.
You knew it was bad for him. You got in good, David. That's about it.
That's it.
2 hands in a row. He got coolered.
Yep.
Ace 10 against ace queen, and then you
Right,
get in
ace
good.
on the board.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 pair on the board with a jack, or ace on the board with the 6s and a jack kicker.
Right.
So he was just that far away from.
Right. He does turn a flush draw. He turns 2 spades
Yep.
with an ace.
All right, let's look at the stack sizes instead of the pre-flop raising. So we got Matthew up at the top with 521, Charles Woodrow down at the bottom with 165. 13 big blinds. That's still plenty of room to play.
Right. And boy, Matthew's been really swinging, hadn't he? He's been down to maybe 100K,
Yeah.
back
Oh,
up to
oh my
520.
goodness.
Yeah.
He came final. He came. You know, he
He
ran
came big
over the
stack,
table
right.
for a while, and then he ran into a couple of coolers. He was down to nothing. Then he built it back up. He is on a roller coaster.
He's on the move.
for sure. I'd like to see like a line graph of his chip
Right.
stack today
Right.
in the last 80 hands.
Cody? Thank you.
You know what's fun? We actually do have that option since it's all recorded.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I can export that to an Excel spreadsheet and look at the graph.
See the graph?
I don't want to know that much. That's a lot of work.
Right. It's getting some true numbers.
Yeah.
9, 9, sorry.
Gotcha. No, you're good. I got it.
You know, this is a small sample size, but it is a great learning tool.
7 folds.
Oh, yeah. There's
If
a
you
lot
go
of
back and
information.
watch how you play.
This is really how I guess you could call it the science of no limit hold'em really came into effect with all of the information
Yes.
that's out here now and all the recorded information
Yep.
now.
You can do so much studying.
Yes, plus all the trackers and everything that were used in the internet days. You know, it just increased the hand volume
Yeah.
by, I mean,
Yep.
10, 20 fold.
You find out ace queen is not profitable to call with under the gun.
Right.
You know,
In comparison to a guy playing in the 1980s,
Yep.
he had to learn the hard way. Go
Yep.
busted and get a few jobs maybe.
Yep.
Start over.
I was watching high stakes poker a few years back, and somebody said they went broke, or they never went broke, and
You're right.
Doyle just laughs at him and goes, "I've been broke many times."
Right.
Because I never been
Builds
broke.
character.
Yeah, he's
That's
like,
my old famous saying.
yeah.
The old 9-7 suited somewhere. Is it getting action? No, it looks like it's folded. He's shuffling, so I guess it's nothing
Folds
there.
around, we're done. So our chat is really quiet. It's just Teresa Summerfield talking.
She's up late. I mean, she just, I guess.
She wants to watch her favorite dealer pitch cards and push pots.
That's right.
She's like, man, I can do this from the comfort of my own home. I don't have to come down and watch it. I can just see
Right.
it.
She used to work here with us. We miss you. You need to come on back.
All right.
She used to run the live games over there in the daytime at the tournament here.
Two raises to 25,000. Four folds.
I like that, 25,000. It's just big blind is 12. He makes it 2.1.
Little 2.5 or 2.1. Yeah.
Just a little bit of cheddar on top. We say. Gets just
Interesting.
enough
This
to
guy
make
hadn't played any
5-6
hands.
calls.
Charles, 10 seat there, hadn't played any hands.
Well, he's in the big blind and it's
Is he
nothing
big
to
blind or
call.
small? That's big blind.
He's
yeah.
big blind, yeah.
Wow, Flock's a pair and
Wow. Oh, my goodness. He needs a 7, a deuce, or a 6. He's got an
blocked down
open-ended
hard
with a
by
pair.
sevens.
Top pair open-ended. You got a call there.
Oh, and Russ calls it. Yeah.
Well, Russell shoved.
Oh, Russ shoved.
Yeah,
I
it was
got you.
Charles checks, Russell shoves, and Charles snaps it off with 2 sevens.
Right.
I mean, excuse me, with open-ended top
Open in
pair.
and a pair. Yeah.
And 2 sevens holds for Russell.
Button's good. We're gonna have a dead small blind.
Oh, that was I like the way they both played that actually.
Yeah. It's just
Sometimes
one of
it's
those
just a
situations.
cooler.
Yeah, you got 2 sevens really blocking your top for your straight draw.
Yep. And what flop do you want with 2 sevens? The 6-5.
Exactly.
Six-
Or even with the 5-6.
Yeah.
You got a pair and a gut shot, or a pair and open ender against a raised hand, which is usually going to represent maybe
Yep. Well, for
2
sure.
big cards, or
And even if he shows me aces, I still have a pair.
Oh, yeah.
2 pair draw, trip draw.
you got the super
Straight.
route.
I mean, I got everything. You know, I'm calling. You could show me aces, and I'd
I
race
just
you
have to
into
look
the
it
pot.
up, right?
You don't want face cards.
Yeah. Whoa. Russell's like, wow, I dodged one there. That was close.
Right, and breathing.
Take a
He
breath,
may
Russell.
be second in
Ooh.
chips now on this table, isn't he? Yeah, looks like about 500-ish,
Yeah, you're almost
496.
500. It's tight at the top 3. Matthew with 521, Greg with 481, and Russell 496. So those top 3 are right.
They're close, yeah.
They're racing up at the top.
And then hang on. You said 4 was the razor?
4 is the razor.
Okay, 2 folds.
2 folds, 4 razors.
All right. While they're figuring that action out, I'm going to pull up that stack size quick. Matt, 43, 41, 40 big blinds down to the bottom. We have 23 and 24 with Cody and Jewel. Vin right in the middle with 33. Jewel raises this hand. Matt calls 24 with a suited 3-4. Vin calls 24 from the cutoff with a suited queen 9. 7-10 from Greg. We got everybody in this hand. We got all parts of the deck covered. Deuce, Trey 6. Matt, middle pair gut shot. Jewel, we don't know what she has. So Colleen just folded them when she should have checked them. So she's going to have to go back and make them check.
Uh-huh.
She hit the wrong button is all.
Oh, I seen it folds them, yeah.
Yeah, she accidentally said fold instead of check.
Right. Yeah, because the hands are down.
Yeah. It's okay.
Queen 9 is going to fire it into that little bit of a...
Yep. 7's going to bet. Now if it goes fold, we're back in business and it's fine.
9 folds.
See, now Teresa thinks the hand is over. Don't hit next hand, Teresa. Don't hit next hand. Yep. Now she just realized what she did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to back it up and go
There they
check,
come.
check, bet, fold, call.
Welcome back.
And now she's going to have to ask Jewel and Matt to put their cards over the table again.
Right.
Vin bet. She's going to go, what Vin bet? 18, okay, 9 folds. 5 raises.
So 75,000.
No. All right, back it up again because Jewel called. There we go. That's a call. That's a call. Now we're good. No, he does raise to 75.
She raised 75?
No, Matthew did.
Oh, Matt did, okay.
She check called, and then Matt check shoves.
Uh-huh.
Now we're down to Jewel and Matt. I don't remember what Matt had because he has to take his cards off
Right.
and put them back on now. First mistake Colleen's made all day. So she's doing such a good job. I don't know
Right.
how long you've worked with her, but I am very impressed.
You got your
All
thing
right.
there. if you're looking to push the button.
Yep. I'm gonna wait till the hand's done.
Oh, it does something there.
She
Yeah.
does call.
It's a pretty big call. And we don't know their
We don't
cards
know
yet,
what
huh?
she has.
Right,
You know, she might have 2 clubs right now.
right.
She might have, you know, some random, I don't know, pocket. I don't know what she has.
There's a helper.
Oh, somebody had a 4. Did Matt have a 4?
4 checks. 5 checks.
Oh, she does have the 2 clubs like I thought.
100,000.
Ace 8 of
Ace
clubs,
8.
yeah.
I think Matt has a 4.
Ooh, a little high.
4 calls.
I call 100K with an ace high flush draw. Man,
River?
To the river.
we got Aloha back.
Yeah, I know. He left the 10 seat, didn't he?
Yeah. A 6 doesn't help Jewel. She's going to check
4
fold.
checks, 5 checks. Right to the
No, they do have to show their hand.
Oh, yeah.
What happens sometimes, Teresa, is what happened in this situation, Colleen accidentally folded them, and then she had to go back. When it went check, check, she accidentally pressed fold, fold. And then the players would have had to take their cards off of the reader and then put them back on the reader.
I got it.
So it didn't read,
To reestablish it.
yeah, it didn't read Matthew's hand to reestablish it. So I don't know what it was. I thought he had a straight. He might have had a pair. He might have just
Showed
paired his
him,
5.
Right, he didn't bet the river, so I guess
Right.
his hand's not. The board paired, but
Right.
if she's only got 60 or 70 left, I think he's just going to go for all of it.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, I guess you can preserve the bet. if
Yeah.
it's-
I think he must have paired the turn,
right?
and that's why it wasn't worth betting.
Yeah,
And she just had ace high, so that wasn't worth anything.
right.
Now Colleen's gonna get his name and chip counts, so she can start the hand.
Right. Yeah, he was here with us on the 10 in the 10 seat
Yep.
a while ago.
3 and 4 fold?
Yep. 5 folds.
So you're gonna come for a little visit next week? Okay, we'll be here. It's supposed to be real hot, so Teresa, we'll see you then.
I call.
7 calls.
Vin limps in with a 7 king suited. Greg in the cutoff has a 7-10. He lets it go.
9 folds.
Were you weren't suited.
Actions around to Cody with pocket 6s in the small blind. I want to see a
1
raise.
moves all in.
Oh,
He's
all
all
in.
in.
That's huge.
He just
Cody's-
don't waste no time.
he likes that big stack poker.
7 folds.
I mean, that's high variance.
Oh yeah.
Pocket 6s is not a hand I want to ever shove with and have somebody snap you.
Get the whole way. Yeah, get it all in. Right.
I mean, it works every time except for once.
That old last time, right?
You know.
And then you got, of course, playing a pair of playing out of position with a pocket pair of 6s.
Right.
So maybe that's his idea too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a 2-card game. There is a flop game, post flop.
And with pocket 6s, you don't want to see any flop that doesn't have a 6 in it.
Exactly.
4 folds, 5 folds.
Queen deuce.
Action
King
folds around
10
to
suited
king.
here.
King 10's pretty. That's a
7,000
raise.
raise.
That's a 30K, 35. He likes a little bit bigger size.
Yeah.
24 would be a min raise. 36 would be a 3x. He's going to go right between there with 30, 35 in that ballpark.
I think 5 minutes left to level 20.
7 raises to 33,000.
33.
Right. You got a number. Got 2 9s right behind him.
That's a call.
9
He's got the
calls.
9 of hearts in his
Yeah.
hand. Oh, we got another King 10 suited.
All right. That's good for Greg.
How long we playing with?
See, now here you got a raise and a call.
He's got the button.
If it was just one guy, he might shove again, but now he's just going to call, I think.
Right.
Oh, I didn't hit that reset button. Let's hurry up and do that. Dang it. was supposed to do that.
Oh yeah,
But that hand took so long, I forgot.
right.
How's that 2.5 hours?
So it just takes a minute to kind of catch up and
Yep.
buffer.
All right, we got K10.
Could be a
hearts,
9 of clubs in the flop.
K10 clubs, 9-9. That's a great flop for Greg. I
Right.
think he's going to win this hand right now. He's going to go check, bet, fold, fold.
He's got one kid, Cody, behind him.
You need to deny equity right now, Gregory, and bet this flop. You don't want. That's a great flop for 2 9s.
Sure, yeah. You eliminate 2 pair already
Yep.
being there. You have 2 pair.
9 bets 40,000.
That's a good bet. Safe.
I like that bet, and it's going to work. It's going to go
Right.
fold, fold, and we're on to the next hand.
Right.
That's a great flop for pocket 9s.
Mm-hmm. In position against the
Yep.
the original pre-flop raiser.
Against Vin.
And you know the kid Cody, that it looks to be like he doesn't really waste any time.
Right. Yeah, if he had a premium hand, he's piling, 30 big blinds at it.
Right.
Nice, bro.
What's he doing? Color looks like a little color up happening here.
Probably a spot color up, get some of those 1Ks off the table.
Yeah.
Make it easier for the players and the dealers.
Right.
No.
Not a full color up. Let's just get off the
Right.
majority of those ones.
Yeah.
Leave everybody a couple of barrels. Maybe 1 barrel is plenty
Oh yeah.
per player.
Oh, sorry.
Same guy's gonna always end up with them anyway.
That's true.
9 folds.
That's very
1
true.
folds,
I always like to be
2
the
folds.
bank.
Yeah, I like to make the change.
3 folds.
Nothing like making change. They're all talking about, I think, when they're playing into 5 minutes with 5 minutes left of level 20. I think is what I hear them all saying.
I think that's what I hear, which is about a half hour from now.
Right.
So I don't think we're hitting the 21 spot. I suppose you could jump on the old Poker Bros and you got to go deal.
Yeah, I got to get out there now. I got about a
Alright.
2-minute rollover.
All right, sounds good. So I don't know if we're going to hit the 21 places. Is 21 the spot where we're stopping at? Or was it 5 minutes 2-0? All right. Sounds great. Makes it easy when you bag.
9 folds.
Yeah. Can't believe nobody's talking except for
One
Teresa.
raises to 25,000.
Man.
2 folds.
No, we got a bunch of viewers, but everybody's quiet. Your keyboard's broken, guys, or what's going on? Let me refresh this chat and see if,
Ready for a flop.
yeah. All right, we got Ace-6 raising. King-10 raising to 25K, Cody.
1 checks.
And Matthew calls from the big blind. Goes check, check on a 4-9-4-9. Ace High is just going to take this. Cody needs a king or a 10 to win, a 4 or a 9 to chop. Matt's going to bet 30K with 2 pair and an ace kicker. Cody's got 8 clean outs to chop or win.
1 calls.
He's just going to call 30K. 128 in the pot. King! Oh!
5 checks.
Hits one of his, 4 outs to call. Vincent, I'm on a 15-minute delay. You can check there's 3 tables left where I sit, so somewhere between 19 and 27. I think we're stopping at 20, so somewhere between 21 and 27. You can check the Bravo Live app. Just look up Choctaw Casino and Resorts in Durant, Oklahoma, and it will tell you how many players are left. Thank you for talking, though, because I thought my YouTube was broken. I didn't see anybody chatting in YouTube. I thought when I blocked all of those bots that I accidentally blocked everybody.
We did it yesterday as well.
All right. We're at 6, 12, 12
9 folds. 1
with
six.
just a few minutes left in this level.
2 raises to 28,000.
Russell's going to make it 28,000 with 9-10 suited. I love that bet in the hijack.
4 moves all in.
Ooh, we're going to fold around to Jewel, who's going to make it 83 with King Jack. Matt's not going to defend this blind with 10-4. They're getting a chip count. 83,000. So Matt's going to fold 10-4.
7 folds.
Vin's going to fold. We're up to Russell. He's got 9-10. It's 55K to call. There's 141 in the pot. He's getting almost 3-1. Be 165 for an exact 3-1. So we're close. Now does he want to gamble with a 9-10 suited? He's got a lot of chips. He's got 438 chips. He's going to make the call with a 9-10. I'm rooting for Jewel. She showed so much heart. I'm a big fan of Russell too, though. Is there a way to chop this? Can we get like a 9-10 Jack Queen King on the board so we can chop this up and go to the next hand? Oh, a King. Jewel's way out ahead. Russell needs running cards, and he does not do it. Full send for Jewel. She gets the double 196K.
Yeah. I'd rather be in your spot. I didn't want you to go over the top of me.
Russell's at 383 still, so he's in good shape. I think we're stopping at 20 players or 5 minutes left in level 20. Might be 21 players. I'm not sure what math they use, if it's 5% or 6%. But we're getting close, and these guys are playing fast, so we might hit that before we get to the 5-minute mark like we were talking about. Bobby Bear throwing out another hand.
Cody.
6,000, 12,000 with a 12,000 big blind ante. And if you're just tuning in at
4 folds. 5 folds.
WSOP event number 5, this is the $200 Classic Flight 1B we're wrapping up with now. Vin in the small blind has ace queen. I'm going to think he's going to go like ramp it up like 35, 40. Whatever he does, he gets a snap fold from Greg and he shows his ace queen. You know, lets him know that I'm not messing around. I had it there. You know, I'm not just stealing. 40,000. That's what I was thinking. He'd ramp it up from the small blind, and he picks up the blinds and nannies. I like to do that. I like to show my good hands, so that players always think I have a good hand, and they just they don't try to hero call me too often. That's my goal anyway. I try to show good hands. It doesn't always work like that because I don't play very well.
Cody.
2 folds. 3 folds.
Got it.
Got it. 4 folds, 5 folds. 7 folds. 9 calls.
Action folds around to the 9 seat. Greg in the small blind with a 9-10. Cody checks 4-5 in the big blind.
Heads up.
We've got 36K in the pot. 10-7-7. Great flop for Cody, or great flop for Greg. Cody's going to check it.
Like you said, it was only
1 checks.
Check. Cody's in bad shape. He needs running cards to make a straight just like that. He's a gut shot now with a 6. A reasonable bet is going to be called. No, it's not. He's like, I don't want to call 20K with a gut shot.
Yeah, against him. Yeah.
All right, that was a reasonable bet. I would have, might have called a bet and a half with gut shot. It was the right fold.
Was it? No. Oh yeah. It would have. You've been crippled. Yeah.
All right, Bill in the background announcing dealers to hold up. We have possibly hit our
Can we get it back on the sensor?
5%
Thank you.
or
I'm sorry,
whatever it is.
I'm sorry.
Action folds all the way to Vin with a 7-8 suited in the cutoff. He's going to just call. Cody on the Gregory on the button with a 5 king. He's counting out raising chips. No, he doesn't. Bach. Gregory. He acts like he was gonna raise, and then he just mucks it and smiles. Pump fake. Jody calls with a jack 7 in the small blind. Russell wraps the table with an ace deuce suited. Yeah, they're bagging chips in the background. Ooh, Russell flops the gut shot and the flush draw. He's not going to get any callers except for Cody. Cody's got open-ended. He needs a 9 or an ace. 9 or an ace. Bobby's back in here for the last hand
of the night.
Must be some action hands. King. Wow, all right, that's it.
Russ going to take it down on the turn.
Done. So did we hit 5%, 20
We hit
players?
20 players with level 19 with 5 minutes remaining.
Wow, so a whole level.
Whole level before with extra players.
Wow. They played fast today.
They played really fast.
They played fast. All right. So we're done now, right?
Yep.
You guys are just going to bag and tag?
We're going to bag and tag right here. That's all
guys
we're doing.
These guys are all in the money
All
and coming back
to day 2. So far we have 35 players.
Excellent. So 15 from yesterday, 20 from
today.
Flight 1C starts tomorrow at noon.
Correct.
$200 buy-in. We're going to start streaming after the first break right at 2:50.